Alright, this is officially the 6th time I've tried to start this video, and not even in it no more. Not even gonna bring the same energy I had in those first 5 takes. This is gonna be straightforward. None of that, extra stuff. I had skits planned throughout this video. Ain't gonna be no skits. Ain't gonna be none of that. I got a headache now. I want some food. But I'm pausing to do this video because I need to get it done now before I don't do it at all later. So, we gonna get through this together. Alright. Now, starting off with the fatal 4-way control of FaM. The leadership of FaM. It's Black Heron, Andy Badwall, Ron Buster, 2TM, and apparently my dog who's sniffing at the door. She wanted to be a part of this matchup, but they didn't let her. Something about animal control laws. All right. This was a great match. This was pretty good. It was a great way to start the show. I saw a couple people thinking it was weird to start with this match, but when I think about it, what other match could you start it with? You know what I'm saying? If you want to start big and get people hype, this was the only option to start with. My only tiny little nitpick with the match, the only thing I kind of didn't like was all the stare downs. It was a bunch of stare downs. Like just a whole bunch of, just a lot of this. Just a lot of you looking at me, huh? You looking at me on my chapped lips? I'm looking at you. You got chapped lips too. All right. So, I'm going to constantly be licking my lips for the rest of this. So, yeah, it was a great match. Overall, Rom was the obvious MVP of the match. Him and his crazy self. Freaking lie detectors and Romaroonies and double F5 and Andy and 2TM. Somehow, too much Red Bull and cheese, baby. Red Bull and cheese. That's you get the strength of 1,000 men. The match came to an end with Rom and Black Heron. They went ahead and they clashed towards the end at the. Oh wait, I'm leaving out a big chunk. I'm forgetting. I'm looking down at my notes, but I'm still forgetting stuff. Them boys, AWOL, they had jumped in. It was the Britman, it was Anarchist, and it was Darren Dastardly. They came out for AWOL trying to interfere in the match. They took out 2TM and Andy Badwall, but they eventually got ran off by Rom and BH, leading it to them being a final 2. And they had a pretty good final sequence, ending with Rom and the sleeping pill 1, 2, 3. Rom is still your leader of FaM. Immediately after this, Nova comes out. And he just says, well, everybody knows, like, hey, you can beat us, but we ain't going nowhere. Let's end this for good. If Rannick beats Bash, AWOL disbands. But here's the terms: all FaM members are banned from ringside, and is only no disqualification for Bash. So it's basically Rannick versus the entirety of AWOL, and they get to use weapons. For once, and I think this is like great growth on the part of Rom's character throughout the series. He makes a mature decision. He's like, no, that's stupid. Why would I do that? That's stupid. But then Rannick pops on the screen, and they have him and Rom have this real emotional conversation. Basically Rannick said, this is me paying penance, shout out to that boy Penance. This is my, let me do this. This is my redemption. And they eventually agreed to it. And that leads us to the second match of the night. And I can only say this is the one bad match on the card. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest in this review. Now, I'm aware that about how long it took and everything, that a lot of stuff got cut. From what I heard, an entire match was cut, maybe more than just one. And this was still a pretty long show, so they cut this match down, and basically, you could almost say it was a squash. You know, and the nicest way I could say it, you can almost say it was a squash to Trey era, which was kind of sad, which was pretty sad. Not kind of sad, it was pretty sad because the way he was built up, and then he tapped out in like 2 minutes. No, I'm saying I can't totally crap on it because A, that's not constructive, and B, I don't know what happened backstage. Nobody knows what happened backstage that led to this being the decision. So who knows? But yeah, this is pretty much the only thing I didn't like. So scooting on past that, we go into, I believe, the next match. Let me look at my notes. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, the next match after that was my boy. Not my boy, my girl, Jen Cruz, taking on Eve Heron in the ladder match for the FaM Diamonds Championship. Now, this was one of the standout matches of the night. Probably my favorite match of the night. I haven't really decided which one was my favorite, but this is a good contender for my favorite match of the night. A lot of crazy spots. The ladder spot on the outside I love the camera shot of overhead as Eve is just like sprawled out across 2 ladders, like her back is broken. But Eve comes back, and it looks like Eve is about to get ready to win, but then Elle comes out and she tries to cost Eve. Then the lights go dark. And then who comes out of all people? Ashley, the original FaM diva. Whew. Blast from the past. There was a lot of surprises in this show. But Ashley was a big one. She came out, helped out Eve, fend off 2 of them, and Evie finally wins it. Pretty Little Psycho is your FaM Diamonds champion. It's a great match, probably my favorite. Moving on from that, I'm trying to go through because this is already going to be longer than what I want it to be. Next match, Desmond Cruz finally has reached the Guardians. The Gatekeeper. Is this the Gatekeeper or the Guardian? No, the Guardian is BH. Right? That's how it works, right? Yeah, the Guardian is BH. He reached the Gatekeeper. His Gatekeeper challenge. I hate myself. Look, if Desmond wins this match, he goes on to face the Guardian, Black Heron. And his opponent was another big surprise of the night. It was Devil. My boy Devil made his return. And they put on a really good match, like a Hoss style match. You could almost say it was a Hoss match, even though it looks like Devil has shrunk a little bit since the last time I seen him. But it was an incredible match between them two. Eventually ending with Desmond hitting the Devil Scythe, picking up the win. He goes on now to face Black Heron. I'm assuming at the next event, which again, talk about at the end. So that was great. Then we got to a backstage segment before the Gauntlet match, the Mega Gauntlet match. It was between JB and Tom Cushnie. They saying like, "Hey, bro, we both suck. Team up together. We gonna suck less." Like, yeah, bro, let's do this. Nothing against them too. They characters. It's portrayed. They suck. You know, Cushnie got to cheat every time, and JB, he like, man. The Mega Gauntlet. Now, here's one of the things I said. again, this is one of my only problems with it. I felt like it went on a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? I think you could have shaved a couple minutes off this and added to the Trey era Nova match. You know, that would have probably been better. But the Mega Gauntlet as a whole, it was pretty alright. I feel like it was mostly bogged down by some of the YouTubers. None against them, and not all the YouTubers that popped up was bad. None of them was really bad. I just felt like they bogged it down because like you start to lose interest when it became like two YouTubers that you probably don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Start to lose interest and stuff. Maybe wasn't paying attention too much. Like, oh, who's that? You know, except for the ones that been there a lot and we know. Then we had the little Brian Voice segment. Gotta have a Brian Voice segment. Turk Mario. Then shout out Fireballs and stuff. My favorite part about the Gauntlet had to be like I'm gonna call it the ninja battle between Ryuta and Espacio Ninja. That was probably my favorite part about this match. It was great. Eventually ending the match, we thought it was going to end with Roberto versus Chris Andrews. Chris Andrews was perceived to win the Gauntlet, but no, it was just not to be. Oh, forgot to mention, Dude made his return in this match. Mass Linkster Dude. That was great. Missed him. Chris Andrews defeated Roberto. And then while he was celebrating, turned out a secret entrance. Guess who comes out? But sipping tea in your boy. What? Maxwell Verdi. Maxwell Verdi comes out. He picks up the win with a little bit of assistance. Forgot to mention. There was so many surprises. I'm forgetting some. Hell Dre knocked the crap out of Roberto on the ramp while he was walking up. Hell Dre, the unbound one. Man with the dead eye. Little thing that's funny about Hell Dre being at this event is he got this thing where wherever he goes, like whatever company he goes to, dies. I like that. I like that little inside thing. And moving on, triple threat match, hardcore match. Triple threat, not hardcore. Tables match between Rafazo, Pandarino, and Darren Dastardly. That's why I say I'm trying to decide between Jen and you hear nose breathing. That's my dog. Hello, Sadie. Nose breathing. I'm confuffled. This is why I say it's hard to choose the Jen match. Jen and Evie match is my favorite because this match was a banger. It was one crazy spot where Rafazo put Pandarino straight through the Titantron, and that was an amazing graphic they did on that one. The match eventually, I'm not gonna go through every spot because again I'm trying to make this short. Eventually, Dastardly, does a Dastardly deed in order to win the match. After Rafazo goes through the table, but then, lo and behold, there's another secret person coming out. Who could it be? It was the original clown himself, Shriggs. Oh, Shriggs, you say? Yeah, he comes out being a creepy little clowny. And him and Rafazo have to stare down, and you think like, oh snap, clown fight. But no, they start laughing, they sit with each other, they laugh, and then they stand together. I'm gonna tell you what I think that was gonna lead to at the end. Then we have the YouTube match for the YouTube Championship between Element and I think Brandon Colin. How you say his name? Collinway? Collymore. That's how you say it. Collymore. I know. This was a pretty good match. I love the Element character. I actually have the Silent Warrior. He's been one of the better YouTubers out of the bunch. It was pretty good. Nothing I say that was too standout worthy. But now we got a Kevin Owens pie situation with this. Who hit Element with a chair? The lights go out. You think Element about to go ready to win. Brandon on the outside. He down. And lights go out. Boom. Chair shot. Lights come back on. Element's on the ground, bloody. Somehow Shade's still on. And then Brandon wins. And we just left like that, not in the loop about nothing. When I say I'm looking down at my notes earlier, I lied. My notes is my TV, which I'm currently looking at to remind me about some stuff that happened that I forgot. Don't judge me. And then we had a little promos showing that the Titans are coming. The Titans are the YouTubers. That's going to be good. And then this leads to our main event, ladies and gentlemen. We're wrapping up to the end. It is that boy, Cameron Bash, versus Rannick. Ooh, ooh. And they are going head to head in an Iron Man match. Another jump cut. Probably didn't notice that one, did you? Of course you did. Going head to head in the Iron Man match. And it starts off with, not what starts off. When they come out from the entrances, I want to start from the entrances. And they both look like the final boss. They both like that, like two final bosses going at it. Rannick has a little mini package before his entrance. It was a lot of packages, flashbacks to the old days. I get it was a lot of nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they could have left one out, but no, I get it. It was a lot of nostalgia when people remember, like, yeah, this is it. This is the end, so don't you remember some of the good times. Instantly start off the match. Bash be cheating. Robin Storm and Brandon Young, they come out, start setting up, try to attack Rannick. They setting up chairs and tables and this, that, and the other. But throughout this match, nothing works for Bash. Like, nothing. Rannick is the most non-silliness person ever in the WWE Games community from this match alone. Because he ain't going for none. He found the Infinity Stones. He tired. All he had to do was snap and it was over. But he just said, I'm going to play with you. This man wasn't going. He wasn't no count. And people coming up trying to help him, getting beat with baseball bats and stuff. He had to take at least like 5-6 checkmates. Maybe like 4 bash bottoms. It took Helldray coming out and helping Bash and trying to break Rannick's throat for him to finally get a pinfall. And that was after Rannick had already hit Bash's skull in and then hit him with Elisa to get his first fall. So it was 1-1. And then who was it? Oh yeah, Robin and them. They got. Not Robin and them. Who was it? That had came out and they was going, because it was a lot that happened in this matchup, and I'm gonna get to it as soon as I remember. Going back to my notes. Should have watched this right before I did the video. Instead of just trying to go off my crappy memory. Oh yeah, he calls out, Dastardly comes out to try to help him. But Dastardly gets taken out by Pandarino on the stage, so it doesn't count for the no FaM members allowed at ringside thing. Then Britman say like, hey, we gotta come out and we gotta help Bash. But then they get caught by 2TM and a Skill Foundation. They come back and they take it to the Britman in the backstage. No, that was before the Pandarino Dastardly thing. Evie takes out Jen. L then knocks down Evie, but then Ashley come in with a chair. They going at it, then goes back to the ring. Rom thinks about coming out to try to help He helps a little bit, but then he got to go to the back to help his students because the resurgence, they back their cause and all kinds of mayhem. Who else came out? It was a Mafia. The Mafia came out, and they before that, Roberto came out, and Roberto took out Helldray, a little bit of payback. But then the Mafia came out, and they took out the Resurgence, which was great. The Mafia finally got one. Happy for the Mafia. The Mafia finally got one. Then Brandon Young and Robin Storm, they get back up on the ring. They get back up, and they just said like, "Hey, we've been just taking ass whoopings for you. Sorry to curse. We just been getting our butt kicks for you. Peace." And then they just deuces out, and Nova comes out, and he just gives Bash the 2 fingers, like, "Hey, I got my belt. You keep yours." And then they go right back at it, Bash and Rannick, and then all the big boys come out, Guns, Alex, and Andy. They just standing there on the ramp. They looking at the ring. They're like, finish this. And Rannick proceeds to hit all 3 of their finishers on Bash and get a couple more pins. He hits the spear for Guns. It's the black and gold power bomb for BH, and he hits the bad wall driver for Andy. And then the show ends with one more flashback to the FaM logo as the timer runs out and Rannick hits Elisa to win the FaM World Heavyweight Championship. Then the show ends, finally, because I can stop this review. It's going on for too long, and I'm sorry. The show ends with Rom, Andy, Guns, and Alex all in the ring. BH all in the ring. And they talking about everything that led up to this point. And they talk about the future. And I like how it ends with Alex and I don't care. I'm not just gonna keep correcting myself. It ends with Alex and Rom. And they ended with a Rocky style, Rocky 2 ending. You know, they come at like, who won the final battle? And then it leads to the announcement of, that's what I'm talking about towards the end. What I'm talking about earlier. Unite's first pay-per-view, which I'm hyped for, bro. Unite's first pay-per-view, Inception. I can't talk. Inception. That's what it's called. Unite Inception. That's gonna be amazing. And I'm telling you, this for some of the surprises, this is gonna tell you I think it's leading to. The whole Shriggs and Rafazo thing. I'm thinking they're gonna wind up being gatekeepers for the double star division. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. And I'm thinking when the Titans come into play, that's gonna later on reveal who hit Element. Yeah, man, it's a great future. It's gonna be a great future for everybody. It was a great show, great way to end everything. And I'm gonna end this review now because it's gone too long. Again, I apologize. Yeah, love everybody at Star Team. Love everybody. Go to Dan, Evie, Alex, Rom, Andy, Guns, Nova, and some of the people that y'all don't know that's not gatekeepers, like Valak, Dez, Virgil, Alatar, Bunny. Everybody love Bunny. Specs. Everybody, man. I love all them. And I can't wait to build a future with all y'all. So, peace, love, and hair grease, which I need. Deuces.